Guys, stop running around to expect other people to heal your so-called disease. I said it many times and I'll say it again. No matter how hungry you are, no one can eat on your behalf to satisfy your hunger. No matter how thirsty you are, no one can drink on your behalf to satisfy your thirst. Did you get that? No one can actually do the healing for you except yourself. What is the meaning of healing? So many people are confused about the meaning of healing. They think that the process of healing is a process of covering up the symptoms. No. The meaning of healing is the process of you becoming whole. You becoming whole. Gathering all your fragmented, all your broken soul particles. Gather them. Allow them to come back to you so you could become whole. When you become whole, which means your mind, your body, your spirit, your soul, your heart, your gut, they're all in alignment with each other. They're all resonating with each other. They are not like different fragments of you living in a mad house, arguing over each other. Yeah? It means that they all the fragments, all the soul particles of different aspects of yourself all come back to yourself. And they all align with each other. They all resonate with each other. When you become whole like that, no disease can exist in your body. No disease can exist in your body when your body has a harmonic resonance with the divine. Because your DNA holds the greatest wisdom. It holds the greatest power for you to become whole. The map is within it. But you can't see the map because you have no eyes to see. You are deluded by the physical things that you see in front of you. In order for you to really see, you've got to eliminate the delusion and the illusion that your five senses are giving you. Your five senses are there for you to enjoy your human experience, but they are also there as a portal in order for you to go into the deeper senses, in order for you to experience the divine. Your eyes are like a camera that captures images of whatever your brain are able to interpret based on your own education and experience from the past. But don't stop there, because you're not just this physical being. You are a divine being. And in order for you to connect to that divinity of yours, you've got to use different senses to connect to it. And in order for you to connect to it with your higher senses, you can't get caught up with your lower senses. What you hear, it's not what it is. Whatever you hear is however you interpret it to be. What you see is not what it is. What you see, it's only what you perceive it to be. So we are actually living in a sea of illusion. However, we have a navigation system built within our divine DNA to tell us who we actually are. So please don't ignore that. Every single day, ask yourself, who am I? Who the fuck am I? Am I just my name? Am I just my body? Am I just my brand? Am I just my career? My profession? Am I just that? And ask yourself this question. Am I that arrogant? Am I that arrogant to think and believe that's all I am? That's all God is capable of creating. If you're created by the greatest intelligent power, then you must be something. You must be something who is capable to reflect and to represent the greatest power in the universe. So what do you believe in? What perception do you have about yourself? Because that determines everything in your life. Your perception determines your destiny. If you perceive yourself to be powerless, then you are going to create a powerless life. You're just going to be a victim of whatever the circumstances of your life. If you perceive yourself to be a divine being, then you are going to create a divine life. And that is like heaven and hell. So what would you like to be? Who would you like to choose to be? What perception would you like to have? And what determines your perception is your consciousness. What consciousness are you operating out of? What level of consciousness? So then you must understand what consciousness actually is. If I ask you, what is consciousness? How do you answer that? What is your understanding about that? So many people throw the word consciousness around so much as if it is something that you can just acquire so easily. Well, it's not. Consciousness is our greatest secret that holds the greatest liberation of our existence. So please go explore what it is. I have provided my version of my understanding in the master classes. Go and explore yourself. What is awareness? How do you cultivate awareness? Because without your awareness, you're fucked. Without understanding what consciousness is, you have no currency to go forward. This earth is going into the higher dimensional existence, and if you are going to go with it, you need currency to get you there. And consciousness is your currency. So you must really understand in your own experience what consciousness actually means to you. And connect that consciousness to the divine consciousness. That is another huge step forward. But you can't not do the work. No one can give you the level of consciousness. You have to cultivate that consciousness yourself. You are just like a seed that has been planted into the soil. A lot of us are still inside the darkness. Just imagine when you put the seed into the soil, it has to fight through many layers of dirt in order for it to see the light. And majority of us are still inside that dark soil. We are still incubating in there. And in order for us to come up, fight through many layers of dirt and see the light and germinate and grow into a big oak tree, it is our work. It is called the work. We can't just expect the consciousness to land in us without us cultivating it. We are like an empty piece of land. The divine seed has been with us all along, but we are the one who has to cultivate it. You can't just put the seed in there without wanting to cultivate it. You will just die inside the darkness and gets reabsorbed by the earth. So it is our divine right And it is our divine responsibility to cultivate our consciousness. That should be the purpose of everyone's life. To die as a seed in order for us to grow into a big oak tree. So our next generation and the generation after that can benefit from the legacy that we built. Consciousness is your currency going into the new world. Awareness is the building block of your consciousness. And how do you cultivate this awareness? Ask yourself this question. Go into the masterclass and study what awareness is and how do you cultivate it. If you think you have all the awareness that you need, then you are lying to yourself. You are destroying your own potential to grow. Right now, you are not even able to hold consciousness for a split of a second. Know that. Go study yourself. Reflect every day. Observe yourself every day. Be honest with yourself. Don't say things that you don't understand. Cultivate wisdom from all of your experience. There's no right way or wrong way of doing this. There's only the way that your soul expects you to evolve. So communicate with your soul. Communicate with your higher self. Every single day, stop talking shit. Stop having small talks with people. Talk to the divine. Talk to your guardians. They are all around you. Don't ignore them. Attract them to come into your orbit by asking the fundamental questions about why you are here and where you are going. They are here ready to help you and support you. They are sending you blessings and love every second of every day. Don't ignore them. Welcome them. Open your arm and open your heart to welcome them. They are there to try to tell you messages every single day. You just ignore them. You just get trapped in your own crap, in your own mind, based on something that you know from the past. Whatever you know from the past is never going to work anymore going forward. The old operating system can no longer support the new system. You have to upgrade yourself now. It is now a matter of urgency for you to upgrade yourself. Upgrade your software. Upgrade your program. Whatever the program that is no longer serving your highest good, you need to ditch it. Okay, so don't hold on to them. It's not working anymore. You need a complete new set of operating system going forward. I've talked about a lot of that in the masterclass. So go in there, go and explore that. Okay, until next time, I'll see you again. Sending you lots of blessings.